Welcome to the Comfortable in Chaos Podcast. Strangle your demons and let's go.
Y'all need Jesus!
Running around, throwing that dirt upon my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. You've been running around every party in LA. 'Cause you knew that I'd be at one. Welcome to the Comfortable in Chaos Podcast. I am your host, Eric Hellberg. Men, we're like Einstein over here. We have no special talents. We're just passionately curious about all things pertaining to men. How in the hell did we get here, and where is it that we want to go? Expectations. It's not money that is the root of all evil. It is expectations. Expectations placed upon you, demanded by others, you trying to comply and or perform them. But we're not staying there today, guys. It's hump day. So let's have some fun. Let me just tell you real quick what you can expect. Here's what you can expect from me. I'm going to walk up to you, walking straight with my shoulders back. I am going to tell you exactly what I think. And if I find what we are conversing in somewhat disagreeable, I am going to be courteous and tell you that I respectfully disagree. I may or may not give a reason. We may leave it at there. We may simply move on. Now, if you insult me, and I ask that you do the same too, men, it will really help you to diffuse a lot of situations. Unless you are on the street, then you are looking for something else, the minutia of carefully calculated moves that could mean the difference between life or death. If someone insults you, you're already having your gaze affixed at them in your conversation, or you're not really having a conversation. But you simply then bore into their eyes with your eyes, whereby you attempt to see your reflection in them. And the way they respond will show you what to do next. But here's what you can expect from me. I still owe my audience the Mississippi Fuck You episode. It's in my mind. I just need to tape the mother. We're going to talk about samurais. And we're going to talk about their spirituality. And is their purpose more heightened than the ineffectualness of common Christianity? I'm going to redo the Strother report, which I did for my new friend Sean Strother, and I misspelled his name. That will not happen again. We're going to talk about trauma a little bit, as opposed to, oh yes, man, love, look what you've done to me. We're going to talk about asking for love, but instead you got something more akin to a slowly cooked pot roast in an Instapot. So here we go. Let's go to our hump day follies, our fun. This was a story that was shared, and I laughed when I saw it. And I want to help you get through your week so you men can laugh too. So here we go. Dude just boarded a flight, right? He gets in his seat. He goes and sits on the wing because he's a little bit paranoid. He doesn't want to be in the front. The front of the plane can crash. Figures also if they have to make a crash landing, the tail end's going to get ass backwards. So why not just sit in the middle? He looks up, and coming down the row, the aisle, is the most beautiful woman that he has ever seen. Now, no one in this story who has conveyed it to me has said that this was a married man. So we are going to assume that he is single, and he is in the age-old conundrum. Will he be monastic and chaste? Or is he going to make some mistakes? What? Eventually get married? We have no idea. So it doesn't matter. Enjoy. Most beautiful woman in the world comes down. She's looking kind of furtively around and nowhere to go. As fate would have it, she takes the seat right beside him. Now, he's nervous. He's like, oh, damn. Okay, all right. Gets a little fidgety. Everyone's kind of getting situated in their seats and so eager to strike up conversation because he doesn't know what else to do. He says, business trip or pleasure? She turns to him politely and confidently. She smiles and she says, business. I'm going to the annual Nymphomaniacs of America convention in Boston. Oh, he swallows hard. Oh, damn. Okay. This is the most beautiful woman he has ever seen, now sitting next to him, and she's going to a meeting of nymphomaniacs. So, struggling to maintain his composure, the dignity within himself, he calmly asks, and what is your business, ma'am, at this convention? She responds, well, I'm the lecturer. I use the information that I have learned from my personal experiences to debunk some of the popular myths about sexuality. And he's thinking to himself, oh my God, really, he says, what kind of myths are these? Well, she explained, one popular myth is that the African American men, and everyone, I'm going off script here, right? We always heard if you go black, you never go back. And what the hell did all that mean? But the young lady says that popular myth is that African American men are the most well-endowed of all men. When in fact, it is the Native American Indian who is most likely to possess that trait. And man, here we were thinking that just their arrows were long. Doggone, and we have a cabin by the Mescalero Apache Indian Reservation. Okay, so perhaps the Native American Indian possesses that trait of the most endowed. Another popular myth is that Frenchmen are the best lovers, she goes on to explain. But really, you can't get these fools to stop looking at themselves in the mirror, doctoring themselves on with this frilly perfume. A lot of times they can be malodorous in and of themselves, but they're not the best lovers. When actually it is the men of Mexican descent who are the best. So ladies out there, damn, y'all ought to be thrilled because we have migrants coming over the border every day. It is actually the men of Mexican descent, she goes on to say, who are the best lovers. My gosh. But then she says, what I have also discovered is that the absolute best stamina, the men who can, what would we say in today's culture, perform, I guess with the most vigor and the longest time, is actually the Southern redneck. Fucking A, man. Who knew Marlboro Reds and whiskey could carry a man so far? But suddenly the woman became a little uncomfortable and she blushed and she said, I'm really sorry, sir. She said, I shouldn't be discussing all of this with you. I don't even know your name. The gentleman says, well, forgive me, ma'am. My name is Tonto, the man says. In fact, it's Tonto Gonzalez. But you and my friends can just call me Bubba. Have a great rest of your week, and as Sven on Badass Counseling says, have a kick-ass day. We'll see you next time on the Comfortable in Chaos podcast.
Until next